Hey guys, I am here to do a makeup tutorial slash review on the Nudes Maybelline New York. I'm assuming that they're doing a little take on the naked palettes that's going out with Urban Decay. But for somebody that's maybe on a budget, this was only like about 12 something, so 13 bucks. For this you get 12 colors. And I mean, they do a run for their money as far as compared to Urban Decay's naked palettes, but I thought I would do a quick tutorial on this. I'm just going to do a basic smoky eye for this. As you can tell, I already have most of my makeup done other than the eyes, since we're just really focusing on the eyeshadow. So I will start on my eyeshadow now and show you how it blends in and takes to the eye, and then we'll talk about a little bit more about the eyeshadows themselves, and at the end as well I will have swatches for you so you can see the difference of what's going on as far as what they look like from the pan to on your skin. And I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. Okay, so I basically have all of my face done. I used hemp with argan oil body moisturizer. I feel this really does really well on my face. It says it defies aging and leaves skin beautifully soft and bright, which I feel does that to my face, and I've been loving it. So I've been using that. It's not necessarily a face moisturizer, but I feel that any moisturizer is better than no moisturizer. And sometimes I think some of these big top brands really suck you in by saying it's a face moisturizer, and in reality you probably use it anywhere. So I use that, and then I do refresh my skin with ELF Make It Mist and Set. It's only like $3, I believe, so I really like that. So I use that throughout the process. For my foundation, I use CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1 foundation, sunscreen, and SPF of 20. And I put that on with my sponge and a brush. I just basically brush it in and then I sponge it so it gets really well. I'm not a big fan of this one. I actually grabbed the wrong one when I was doing my foundation and stuff, but there's another video coming out for this specific foundation, and another one, and that is called Heck Yeah or Meh. So look out for that one if you're interested in that kind of foundation. Let's see, I did a little lip balm. This is the EOS. I believe it's Sweet Mint. I put on my lips underneath my eyes for what is this called? Why am I having such a brain fart? Concealer. I use this. It's just CoverGirl. It's been around forever, so I just use that. Also, before I forget, I did use ELF Mineral Face Primer. I wasn't a big fan of primer for the longest time. I was just like, why bother? But now that I am a little older, I totally get it. It not only helps with filling in a couple of those fine lines and, you know, maybe some bumpiness and or flakiness of the skin. It does help with a little bit of the spots and or pimples or outbreaks. It helps soften it up just a little bit. So if you haven't tried a face primer, you should definitely try it. And I mean, if you want to try just a more inexpensive version, try the ELF, because I believe this is only $3 as well, and it's doing really well. I got a couple of the more expensive ones, and I really don't see a difference. So there you go. For my cheeks, ELF again. I think I see a pattern here, but it is the HD blush. I do have a video coming out as well for the review of HD blushes. I put it on with my Real Techniques. Also, just Real Techniques for my foundation was also, this one for foundation was called Buffing Brush. for the foundation, or for my blush, I used Expert Face Brush, and it really just gets in there and buffs it in. Yeah, you don't really need that much, but look out for that video as well for HD blush from ELF. Eyebrows. I use these two brushes. This is actually my favorite brush, and this one is pretty much the same. I thought it was going to be the same, but it's a little bit more flimsier and a little bit longer. I like something that's a little bit more stable. This one's worse for wear, basically, but I still use it. But I use that. I know my eyebrows are a bit thick, and they are a bit painted on per se, but it goes with the whole pinup look that I usually go for, so it just goes with the whole package. When I don't have anything else going on, kind of looks a little odd, so I apologize for that, but hey, you know, whatever. And for my eyebrows, I actually used some of the eyeshadow. I used this one right here, and although it kind of, oh, I guess not. I thought I seen some sparkle in here, but I don't think there is any sparkle. It's just a nice dark, like an ashy brown, which is something that I like to use. If I use a black one, it looks too Sharpie-like on my eyebrows, and I figured, hey, let me just try this, you know. It's always nice to have another go-to, especially if I'm just taking this palette with me. Sometimes I like to take trips and overnight trips to the city, and when I do, I don't like to pack everything, but I do like to be prepared to have my face together. And this is something that I can use where I know that I don't have to take an extra eyebrow pencil or anything else. I could just use that color, so that was nice. Alright, so I think I am good. I didn't put any highlighter on. I guess I'll see once the eyebrow or eyeshadow is done. And let's get started. Also, side note, I did put some eyeshadow primer on. This is Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in Eden. Just a little one of those trial things. Alright, I am going to use a Real Techniques brush for my highlighter shade on the brow bone, and this one is Base Shadow Brush. And I have used these eyeshadows before. And I've been using this little, more of a lighter champagne color. It's got a little shimmer in it. These don't have any names for the eyeshadows, so it's going to be here and there and blah blah blah, but I'm going to use this one right here. I haven't used it before, but I'm going to use this one because I just don't want to. I'm going to use that one. That's what I'm going to use. I usually load up my brush on either side. Let me take this off. I just load it up on either side because I use one side. Oh, it's almost too much like my skin. So we are going to go back to that sparkly one that I just showed you. A girl needs a sparkle. Yeah, I just usually load it up on either side of the brush, and I use one side for that side, and, but however you like to do it. So I always start highlighter. I'll put it a little bit right there. And I know I'm not like all those other YouTubers that do one eye and you see all complete and then you do the other eye. I just figure this is real life, and we all pretty much do both eyes at the same time, so that's where I'm going with that. With the same brush, I'm just gonna dab it off with the tissue. And I'm gonna go, because I haven't tried it, I was waiting for today. I'm gonna go for this color. This one kind of reminds me of Half Baked from Urban Decay. So I'm interested to see if this color payoff comes out as much as the other one does, Urban Decay's anyway. And I'm just gonna put this all over my lid up to the crease. Now I've got to say that they're not as strong as Urban Decay's, because I'm having to have to go back to the color. So that's one thing. I mean, it does look like it's buildable. That's one of the things that I was kind of worried about when buying a less expensive eyeshadow, was that, you know, when you get the ones that are, you know, a little bit pricier than like drugstore brands, what you get is that you have to keep on building on there. And although sometimes that works for certain projects that you want to do, you know, you don't want the big bam, because definitely, I mean, this ELF HD blush is a perfect example. You really want a nice blush, but when you put this on and it looks like it's streaked on and you really can't take it away, I mean, I get where you want kind of like a more sheer application for it. So this might be perfect for some people that don't want that big strong piece of color that a lot of us kind of go for, because you can be a little bit more heavy-handed as opposed to the more pigmented color payoff ones, because you don't have to worry about the mistakes. You can always keep on building. So this is me with, I usually pack on a lot of the lighter color on my lid, because I know usually by the time I'm done smoking it out with the darker one, it basically gets brushed off, and then I have to go back and add on to it. So I'm just going to wash off my brush. I'm just going to dust it off with this tissue, and then I'm going to go in with my go-to. This is just some unassuming, I think I got this at Walmart. It's one of those packages when I first started really getting into makeup, and it had the double-ended both sides, and this has never left my side. This is the number. If I had to have one brush, it would be this one. A lot of people do the whole pencil thing, pencil brush thing for underneath or whatever. I have a hard time with that one. It just seems like it's just almost too pencil-y. So I always grab, for my smoked out look, I always grab this one. It's from Rite Aid, the Renewal brand, and it's just this little tiny smudger brush. It's like domed and everything. That's what I usually go for. So, of course, Carmen is not like the other girl. She's not using that, but I do use this one. So let's go on. Let's see. I'm gonna just use this to blend everything out so it's not too harsh. And then I've got some underneath my eyes. Gotta be careful. I mean, when you get a little older, you get the shimmer on those wrinkles. That's not fun. Alright, for the darkness, I think I'm gonna go for this color right here. It's like a nice dark mousy brown. It's almost as dark as the color that I use for my eyebrows, but not as ashy. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that. Let's see what happens. I basically just dip it in there and roll it around. I do knock it off a little bit, and I think I just described this before on how to do a simple smoky eye with, you know, you have your couple eyeshadows that you got built on there, but for the smokiness, I usually just put my fluffy brush that's loaded with the product and put it right in the corner of the eye where the most smoke is going to be, and just twirly tool it. or swish it around. So I put like this and I just go like this. Don't go crazy. Just twirl it. That is a professional term. I've looked it up. Just joking. And then there you go. See? I mean, you could stop there. But this is a hot mess channel, so we ain't gonna stop there. We're gonna go in. Oh dear, and then I don't know where it cut off, but I'm back. So I don't know where it did cut off, but I am done smoking out the eye. I am going to put my eyeliner on and my lashes. I'm gonna use this new Master Kajal by Maybelline. We'll go with the Maybelline theme. And it kind of looks scary, doesn't it? Guess we'll try it out. I know, so serious. I'm gonna put some of this on. I'm not a big fan of this. I think, well, we'll talk about that later. I'm not liking these eyelashes. It's like the rib of it is really, really stiff. They look nice, but a big pain in the ass to put on. These are Ardell Spiky Lashes with Attitude. Yeah, it's definitely got an attitude because it won't do what I'm telling it to do. They're in black, $3.86. I got these a few months ago, a month or two ago. They were kind of a new thing. I don't know if they were temporary or just like a limited edition, but I seen them and I thought, oh, these are nice. They're just that kind of eyelash that's got the rib is kind of stiff and it kind of keeps that U shape that most eyelashes have, but you can't really manipulate it as much as you'd like to. I always get glue on my thing, so okay. Okay, I ended up let's see, because my camera died. I ended up using Hard Candy and Tiki, just a nice highlighter on my cheeks, and I used a Real Techniques brush, blush brush. So I used that, and I smudged out my eyeliner, top and bottom a bit with my Rite Aid smudger brush that I was talking about earlier. I used the Ardell Spiky Lashes, which I told you, and I used Duo in Duck Toned. Yeah, I did put some mascara on the top lashes before I put the my eyelashes on. I usually wait until they dry a bit before I put any kind of so let's put some mascara on. This is the Falsies Big Eyes Volume Express. It is by Maybelline. Keep with the Maybelline theme. It's got two ends, one for like the top lashes. It's got like this curly cute kind of brush going on. And for the bottom one, it's got this really cute, small, thinner brush that gets underneath. I don't feel like it gets enough product. It either doesn't have enough product on the brush or just too damn much. But it definitely works. It's one of those things where I'll probably keep the brush because it really does get underneath there. Combs out those lashes. I'll go with this one. And this one, on the other hand, gets a little bit too much product in it. I usually don't put too much mascara on my lashes because I've got the falsies. I try to get underneath it, basically to push my real lashes into the false lashes so they blend in. That's it. Okay, I decided to go with a red lip. I'm using Avon. It's like a marbled kind of color there. It's really pretty. My girlfriend gave this to me. It's called Red Kiss. And I lined it with Rimmel London Red Diva. So, yep. This is a lot as far as big, nice, lots going on with the eyes and then red, but I think I can pull it off. It also goes with the whole kind of pinup girl, but more modern. So I like that. I wasn't really going for pinup, don't get me wrong, but what I was trying to go for was trying to show you how the eyeshadow worked. Now, my overall okay, camera cut out again. Okay, but I hope that helped you out a bit.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you're interested in my last vlog, hot mess pieces, or the latest beauty video I have on hand, just click the links above. Don't forget to like and subscribe.